Airport-style security at Chicago area commuter train stations, some stations closed, and CTA bus stops bypassed.
We have details tonight of a Secret Service security plan that is expected to be released as soon as tomorrow afternoon. Our chief correspondent Jay Levine is here with exclusive details of what to expect during the NATO summit meeting, and we need some specifics.
They've been awfully hard to come by, Bill and Walter, but we'll probably get a lot more tomorrow or at the very latest Monday when the Secret Service unveils what it promises will be a comprehensive list of street closures and parking restrictions surrounding the NATO summit. But tonight, we can already tell you about the CTA's plan, tested this week, as well as the continuing battle between Metra and the Secret Service.
Metra won round one of that battle to keep trains on the South Shore and Metra electric lines running beneath McCormick Place during the summit. But it's still in talks with the Secret Service over major security measures, including airport-style screening of all riders.
Long lines and showing your ID and full-body X-ray scans and metal detectors.
The Secret Service first wanted all trains to stop short of McCormick Place with so-called bus bridges for passengers around the summit site. Then they talked about canine searches on board trains halted before they reached McCormick Place. Now it's TSA-type screening at a limited number of Metro stations, which would remain open during the summit. Many other stations on the electric and South Shore lines serving the South Side, South Suburbs, and Northwest Indiana would be shut down. Earlier this week, we all watched how Chicago police handled hundreds of May Day demonstrators marching from the west side into the Loop, successfully containing the crowd with neither arrests nor injuries. What we didn't see were all the CTA buses quietly rerouted around the demonstrations and marches, which will also be part of a CTA strategy to be announced after the Secret Service restrictions are released. The CTA plan will encourage commuters to use its rail lines, all of which will operate at full service. Many of its buses will not. There will be what the CTA calls hard closures of routes affected by the security perimeter and soft rolling closures or temporary delays on others, like there were on Tuesday, to wait for passing motorcades, parades, or demonstration.
What we're hearing is that the CTA, RTA, and most other agencies have been told to wait for that Secret Service announcement before revealing their own plans, which leads us to expect an avalanche of information right after the feds break their silence and post all the restrictions on various websites. The tentative plan had that happening around this time tomorrow night. That could change, Bill and Walter.
Well, they're ready, aren't they? They seem to be. It's impressive.
Well, they will be, although they're still arguing about that whole Metra deal going through McCormick Place. There's the question about buses on Lakeshore Drive. Will they be able to go through the McCormick Place area? I don't think everything is set yet, which may be one reason why that's a fluid time for the release of the information tomorrow night.
You know, Jay, the Secret Service often alerts the nation to chatter about violence. Any of it this time, yes or no?
Good question, Walter. We have been checking our sources all throughout the day and all week for that matter, and we're told that so far there have been no credible threats and no chatter, so to speak, about any actions planned for Chicago that week.
Thank you, Jay.